Hey guys, Chris from Empower back with yet another video in regards to what's happening. These videos, the frequency seem to be getting shorter and shorter, so hopefully this video finds you well and safe. So today's video, I wanted to run through what the Queensland government are doing with their stimulus. So the last couple have been about the federal government. This one's about the Queensland government and what they're offering here. So basically, so I'll jump straight in. The first one they're doing is with the Payroll Tax Relief package. So with a lot of the Queensland government measures here, so there are a lot of traps in here, and there are a few treats as well. So it's basically trick or treat depending on where you are in your business here. So payroll tax, potential trap. So for the businesses that do pay payroll tax, basically how it's going to work. So you should have potentially received an email within the last 24 hours from the OSR about this, if you are. So basically what is happening is that they will give you a refund for payroll tax for 2 months, being November and December 2019, and a payroll tax holiday for 3 months. So initially this was just a deferral, but they've said it's a holiday now, so there is no payroll tax payable from the 1st of January to the 31st of March 2020. So 3 months there of no payroll tax. So the other measure as well is deferring payroll tax, which is the potential trap here. So to be automatically eligible for these measures, your taxable wages need to be 6.5 million or less. If you are over 6.5 million, you can apply and have these same concessions as well. So pretty much how it's going to work. So as mentioned, you should have received an email potentially from the OSR. If you did, you can contact them direct, and basically that you won't have to pay payroll tax for those 3 months, and you'll get a refund for November and December. So payroll tax moving forward. Okay, so what's happening here? They said it's a deferral. So it's not a payroll tax holiday for the rest of the year, it's just purely a deferral. So if you are a monthly payroll tax lodger, the following are the dates here. So you can probably ignore these first 2 ones here, even though they're saying lodgement date and deferral due date. So you still need to lodge your figures, but you just don't need to pay it. So for these dates here, this is if you employ over $6.5 million of taxable wages and you do not apply for the concessions there. So you still need to lodge your payroll tax returns. So if you're a monthly lodger moving forward, you still need to lodge everything on time. So whether you're monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or even annually, you still need to lodge on time. So all the due dates here on the website. For the annual return, it's due on the 21st of July, but payment is not due until the 14th of January 2021. So that's on all these ones right up until December 2020. So if you're sitting there, so it's great that we get to defer the payment of these things, but if you employ as a reasonable sort of taxable wages there, come the 14th of January, you're going to have potentially a massive payroll tax bill. So we know that January is traditionally for a normal sort of business is not great for cash flow. So to have 9 months worth of payroll tax due on the 14th of January is a potential disaster for your business. So when you're doing your cash flow forecast, I recommend doing it until at least June 2021 and allowing, don't just do it to December 2020, because come the 14th of January, you are potentially going to have a big payroll tax bill there. So potential trap. It's good for cash flow for the next few months, but just be very wary. 14th of January, it could catch up with you there. So the other measures are the Queensland Job Support Loans. So what the government is basically saying, the Queensland government is saying here, is that they're giving loans to small businesses of up to $250,000 with 12 months interest-free. How good? Another potential trap. So the reason the businesses that this loan would be good for is that so actually every business should be doing a cash flow forecast as we speak. Right? So not just for the next sort of 6 to 12 months, should be for the next potential sort of 2 or 3 years, because with this loan, With your cash flow forecast, if you do not think that your business can survive the next 6 to 12 months on its own, obviously this loan will be able to provide some cash flow support for that. But if you don't think the recovery after those 6 to 12 months is enough to cover the potential losses of the next 6 to 12 months, then you have some, then you need to really look hard at your business, unfortunately. So again, if you do not think that the recovery of your business after the downturn, the profits will cover the potential losses over the next 6 to 12 months, you probably need to chat to us about what we need to do there. But if you do think that your future profits will be able to pay the potential losses over the next 6 to 12 months, then this loan is for you to help with the cash flow, just to pay any wages and rent and things like that in the short term. And then when the recovery comes, you'll repay this loan. So how this loan is going to work, so 12 months interest free. You can find all this info over on the QRIDA website. These guys change their name every few months, so it's hard to keep up. But basically, you'll get a $250,000 loan over 10 years. So the repayment period is quite long and quite very generous. They haven't released the specifics around this loan yet. So at the moment, it's just a register of interest. So I've registered interest to know more about it and whether I should be promoting it to our clients or not. So if you are interested in this, you can either register your interest on the QRIDA website or chat to me direct, and when I get the info, I can pass it on to you to see if it's beneficial for your business or not. So they have said that after the 12 months ends, it will be a low interest loan. So what low interest means, we will see, and if there's what strings are attached to this loan. So again, potential for a really, really great boost for businesses if you're eligible and provided there's no strings attached to this one, but a potential trap that if your business cannot survive, the future profits will not be able to pay the potential losses. You will just be digging yourself a deeper hole. So we need to get onto this early to make sure that your business can survive, not just the next 6 to 12 months, but the recovery will be able to cover the next few months there. So the other one is the small business power bill relief. So basically what the government has done is that they will give you $500 off your next energy bill as a rebate, so $500 there. So that should be automatically applied to your next electricity bill. So hey, $500 off your electricity, how good? Can't complain about this one. This one is a treat. It's a good thing. Some people will say $500 is not much, it's not enough, but to put it into perspective, with a lot of the Centrelink recipients will be getting $715. So this is effectively the government giving you $500 instead of the $700, which is obviously businesses are entitled to other concessions that are announced by the federal government, but here's $500 basically for free to help with your running costs for the next few months. So yep, that's a win there. There are other measures here. I won't go into detail about them. There is industry support here. So if your business falls into one of these industry categories here, there's a bit more info here in what they're doing for businesses in these industries. So they're really just, in a nutshell, they're basically just waiving some government fees there on those for these industries. So if you are in those industries, check it out and see what you are eligible for. So the other thing I will draw your attention to is a business impact survey. So basically the government want to hear your feedback and how this, what is happening is affecting your business. So the more people we can get letting the government know what's happening, the more likely they are to extend some of these measures or even increase further measures. So if you are struggling, which with the coronavirus, which I would dare say that nearly potentially every business out there would be in some shape or form, jump on and complete this survey and let them know what's happening to help to let them know what is actually happening out there in the market. So that's it for the Queensland government stimulus. So again, any questions, please let me know. If you're unsure, just book a time in my calendar. There'll be a calendar link on our website or at the bottom of my emails. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you all again one day soon. Thanks, guys.